Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Continuing to read from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 8. So we are hearing the glorious position of Nanda and Yashoda and how they were Drona and Dhara in the previous life. And they asked the benediction from Lord Brahma to become Krishna's parents. Also, we have to understand that Yashoda and Nanda Maharaj, they are eternally Krishna's parents. Nobody can become Nanda and Yashoda. They're eternally, always Krishna's parents. Okay, going on. Astva iti ukta sa Bhagavan.
अस्त्वेति उक्तः स भगवान्
Raje drono mahayashaha.
व्रजे द्रोणो महायशः
Jagye nanda iti kyato.
जज्ञे नन्द इति ख्यातो
Yashoda sadhara bhavat.
यशोदा सादा धराभवत्.
Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. When Brahma said, "Yes, let it be so," the most fortunate Drona, who was equal to Bhagavan, appeared in Vrajpur, Vrindavan, as the most famous Nanda Maharaj, and his wife Dhara appeared as Mother Yashoda. Because whenever Krishna appears on this earth, he superficially needs a father and mother. Drona and Dhara, his eternal father and mother, appeared on earth before Krishna as Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda. In contrast to Sutapa and Prishni, they did not undergo severe penances and austerities to become the father and mother of Krishna. This is the difference between Nitya Siddha and Sadhana Siddha. So Vasudeva and Devaki, we heard that they were Sutapa and Prishni in their previous life, and they had done very, very great austerities. And then Lord Krishna, being pleased, had come to them and they said, "We want a son like you." So they had done a lot of austerities. And then Krishna took 3 births, so as to say, from them. But what about Drona and Dhara? Did they have to do severe austerities?
No, they didn't have to do
Yeah,
severe.
they didn't have to do, right? They simply asked Lord Brahma. Lord Brahma said, "Yeah, okay, fine." And then they become the mother and father.
So why is a case like that? Like why in this case they didn't have to do severe austerity because they are already eternal, is it?
Yeah, they're already always Krishna's father and mother. Hmm. ततो भक्तिर्भगवते
ततो भक्तिर भगवती
पुत्री भूते जनार्दने
पुत्री भूते जनार्दने
दम्पत्योर्नितराम् आसीत्
दम्पत्योर्नितराम् आसीत्
गोपगोपीषु भारत.
गोप गोपीषु भारत.
Thereafter, O Maharaj Parikshit, best of the Bharatas, when the Supreme Personality of Godhead became the son of Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda, they maintained continuous, unswerving devotional love and parental affection. And in their association, all the other inhabitants of Vrindavan, the Gopas and Gopis, developed the culture of Krishna Bhakti. Although when the Supreme Personality of Godhead stole the butter, curd, and milk of the neighboring Gopas and Gopis, this teasing superficially seemed troublesome. In fact, it was an exchange of affection in the ecstasy of devotional service. The more the Gopas and Gopis exchanged feelings with the Lord, the more their devotional service increased. So, on the spiritual platform, the love grows more and more. It's like never ending. One may say, okay, now I'm loving Krishna the most. But then the next moment, that love will increase. And then one will say, oh, I'm loving Krishna the most. And then it increases. Never ending. Never ending ocean of bliss. Sometimes we may superficially see that a devotee is in difficulty because of being engaged in devotional service. But the fact is different. When a devotee suffers for Krishna, that suffering is transcendental enjoyment. Unless one becomes a devotee, this cannot be understood. So we may think, oh, the devotee is suffering, but actually the devotee has no suffering. He's on the transcendental platform. Oh, we are thinking he's suffering, and Prabhupada is saying, unless one becomes a devotee, this cannot be understood. So, like we may think the gopis are suffering in separation from Krishna, so much separation, they're crying so much, Yashoda Mai crying so much when Krishna left Vrindavan, and the gopis are all crying, and that is the highest expression of love, loving in separation. And we may think, oh, so much suffering, what is this? Why Krishna is doing that? He's making them cry. But actually they are feeling this most highest transcendental ecstasy in their hearts. On the spiritual platform, there is no suffering. It's all bliss and more bliss. So when Krishna exhibited his childhood pastimes, not only did Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda increase their devotional affection, but those in the association also increased in devotional service. In other words, persons who follow the activities of Vrindavan will also develop devotional service in the highest perfection. So following in the mood of the Brajavasis. The Brajavasis, they love Krishna, they serve Krishna. Whatever they're doing for Krishna. They're doing their household duties for Krishna. Whole day they are thinking about Krishna. Your mother Yashoda would, sing the pastimes of Krishna. They would sing. Usually when we sing, we are happy, we sing. Usually we want to remember something, we sing in like a song form. So the Brajabasis, they're doing their work. It's not that they're not doing anything. They're doing all the activities. The men are doing their work, going to the forest, taking care of the cows, milking the cows. The women also, they're doing all the work, whatever duties they have, but always thinking about Krishna. Prabhupada is saying persons who follow the activities of Vrindavan will also develop devotional service in the highest perfection. So not cheap imitation, not pretending I'm this one or that one, but actually seeing the mood. What is the mood of the Brajbasis? It's to serve Krishna, to love Krishna. So the more we can get attached to hearing and chanting, the more we can get this mood. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay. Krishno Brahmana Adesham
Krishno Brahmana Adesham
Satyam Kartum Braje Vibhuhu
Satyam Kartum Braje Vipuhu
Saha Ramo Vasamschakre
Saha Ramo Vasamshakre
Tesham Pritim Swalilaya.
Tesham Pritim Swalilaya.
Thus the Supreme Personality, Krishna, along with Balaram, lived in Vrajabhumi, Vrindavan, just to substantiate the benediction of Brahma. By exhibiting different pastimes in his childhood, he increased the transcendental pleasure of Nanda and the other inhabitants of Vrindavan. Thus, in the Bhaktivedanta purports of the 10th canto, 8th chapter of the Srimad Bhagavatam entitled, Lord Krishna shows the universal form within this mouth. So we heard a couple of things in this chapter. Does anyone remember the incidents highlighted in this chapter?
Yeah, Krishna, right? He shows all the universes,
Yeah.
right? To Yashoda, my uh,
And before
God.
that also. Mm, and before that we heard he killed one demon, Trinavrat.
Now,
Mm. He killed
was it in
Trinavrat.
the other chapter? No.
Yes, sir.
So this chapter,
Mm-hmm.
now. Oh,
Trinavrat. So this was Trinavrat, right? Let's
so,
search
okay.
Asur. Okay, let's see. Mm. So oh, I'm
Now,
sorry. Yeah, I got mistaken. It was Gargamani. I'm sorry.
okay.
Yeah, yeah, that's
Yeah,
right. You're right. Trinavrat was in the earlier chapter. And this was Gargamani had come.
Pradhamani.
Name
Yeah.
giving ceremony. Krishna's Namkaran. Yes, thank you.
No. Thank you.
Gargamani, and then Krishna shows the universes
Yeah.
to Mother Yashoda, and then we heard the greatness of Yashoda and Nanda Maharaj. They're not ordinary persons, right?
Yeah.
Mm. Okay. So then that brings us to the end of this chapter. Let's go
Uh,
on. Yeah.
Shilpa, so Vipralamba is the
Mm.
separation, right? You
Yeah.
say that is separation. So that is also love, right?
Yeah.
Separation of love, is it?
Yeah. And that is so loving exchange is in
Yeah.
two. One is sambhoga, in
Okay.
union when the lover and beloved is together.
That is
Sambhoga.
Sambhoga.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that is very pleasurable, right? Because the
Yeah.
lover is together, so have so nice.
Right.
But when the separation is there,
Mm.
then the love deepens.
Deepens. Like, mm,
Yeah. Absence make the heart grow fonder, we say that, right?
yes.
Yeah. So the love deepens, and that is higher. Was exhibited by Lord Chaitanya because he was in the mood of Radharani. So he was always missing Krishna, always in that mood of separation. So outwardly we may think, oh, there's so much suffering, but
Mm.
it's all ecstasy that when will I meet my lover? When will I meet Krishna?
Oh,
That
even when Krishna
anticipation
left, right? When he left Vrindavan,
when he left Vrindavan. Yeah,
he went to Mathura. No? So that is also right. It's separation, but
yeah,
from the gopis and Radharani.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. And even Lord Ramachandra wanted
Mm.
to experience this. Mother Sita and he, you know,
Mm.
he asked Lakshman, take Mother Sita to Valmiki's ashram
Okay.
to experience this Vipralamba, that love and separation. Then the anticipation to meet the lover is so much. There is, there is one that you're longing for to meet the lover, beloved. And then there is also So there is longing, and then there is this anticipation. Oh, you know, this that kind of excitement. Oh, when he's gonna come, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that.
Mm.
And they actually come. So Krishna plays these pastimes to increase the love more and more with his devotees. Chapter 9, Mother Yashoda binds Lord Krishna. Just finished Kartik.
Yeah.
Huh? While Mother Yashoda was allowing Krishna to drink her breast milk, she was forced to stop because she saw the milk pan boiling over on the oven. The maidservants being engaged in other business, she stopped allowing Krishna to drink from her breast and immediately attended to the overflowing milk pan. Krishna became very angry because of his mother's behavior and devised a means of breaking the pots of yogurt. Because he created this disturbance, Mother Yashoda decided to bind him. These incidents are described in this chapter. One day, the maidservants being engaged in other work, Mother Yashoda was churning the yogurt into butter herself. And in the meantime, Krishna came and requested her to allow him to suck her breast milk. Of course, Mother Yashoda immediately allowed him to do so. But then she saw that the hot milk on the oven was boiling over, and therefore she immediately stopped allowing Krishna to drink the milk of her breast and went to stop the milk on the oven from overflowing. Krishna, however, having been interrupted in his business of sucking the breast, was very angry. He took a piece of stone, broke the churning pot, and entered a room where he began to eat the freshly churned butter. When Mother Yashoda, after attending to the overflowing milk, returned and saw the pot broken, she could understand that this was the work of Krishna, and therefore she went to search for him. When she entered the room, she saw Krishna standing on the ulukal, a large mortar for grinding spices. Having turned the mortar upside down, he was stealing butter hanging from a swing and was distributing the butter to the monkeys. As soon as Krishna saw that his mother had come, he immediately began to run away, and Mother Yashoda began to follow him. After going some distance, Mother Yashoda was able to catch Krishna, who, because of his offense, was crying. Mother Yashoda, of course, threatened to punish Krishna if he acted that way again, and she decided to bind him with rope. Unfortunately, when the time came to knot the rope with which she wanted to bind him was short by a distance equal to the width of 2 fingers. When she made the rope longer by adding another rope, she again saw that it was short by 2 fingers. Again and again she tried, and again she found the rope too short by 2 fingers. Thus she became very tired, and Krishna, seeing his affectionate mother so tired, allowed himself to be bound. Now, being compassionate, he did not show her his unlimited potency. After Mother Yashoda bound Krishna and became engaged in other household affairs, Krishna observed 2 Yamala Arjun trees, which were actually Nala Kuvara and Manigriva, the 2 sons of Kuvera, who had been condemned by Narad Muni to become trees. Krishna, by his mercy, now began to proceed toward the trees to fulfill the desire of Narad Muni. So we are going to hear the Damodar pastime in this. Shishukuvacha
Shri Shuka Uvacha
Ekada Graha Dasishu
Ekada Griha Dasishu
Yashoda Nanda Gehini
Yashoda Nandagini
Karm Karmantara Nyuktasu
कर्मान्तराणि
कर्मान्तराणि
युक्तासु
युक्तासु
निर्ममन्था स्वयं ददे
निर्ममन्था
ममन्थाश्चयम्
स्वयं ददि
यानि यानि ह गीतानि
यानि
एतानि
यानि ह गीतानि
तद्बालचरितानि च
तद्बालचरितानि
तद्वाचरितानि
च
च
ददि निर्मन्थने काले
ददि निर्मन्थने
निर्मन्थने काले
काले
स्मरन्ति तानि अगायत
स्मरन्ति तानि अगायत.
अगायत
Sri Shukadev Goswami continued. One day, when Mother Yashoda saw that all the maidservants were engaged in other household affairs, she personally began to churn the yogurt. While churning, she remembered the childish activities of Krishna, and in her own way, she composed songs and enjoyed singing to herself about all those activities. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, quoting from the Vaishnav Toshani of Srila Sanatana Goswami, says that the incident of Krishna's breaking the pot of yogurt and being bound by Mother Yashoda took place on the Deepavali day or Deepa Malika. So, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is explaining us that this Damodar Leela, it happened on Diwali day. Even today in India, this festival is generally celebrated very gorgeously in the month of Kartik by fireworks and lights, especially in Bombay. It is to be understood that among all the cows of Nanda Maharaj, several of Mother Yashoda's cows ate only grasses so flavorful that the grasses would automatically flavor the milk. Mother Yashoda wanted to collect the milk from these cows, make it into yogurt, and churn it into butter personally, since she thought that this child Krishna was going to the houses of neighborhood gopas and gopis to steal butter because he did not like the milk and yogurt ordinarily prepared. So Mother Yashoda, she's thinking my boy is becoming a thief. But because maybe he doesn't like, the milk and butter of the house. So she had some cows, Padmaganda, I think they're called. And they eat only this specially flavored grass. And because they eat this specially flavored grass, their milk is specially flavored. So she had collected this milk and she wanted to make butter and yogurt from this milk. Okay, I'll just finish this paragraph. While churning the butter, Mother Yashoda was singing about the childhood activities of Krishna. It was formerly a custom that if one wanted to remember something constantly, he would transform it into poetry or have this done by a professional poet. It appears that Mother Yashoda did not want to forget Krishna's activities at any time. Therefore, she poeticized all of Krishna's childhood activities, such as the killing of Putana, Aghasur, Shakatasur, and Trinavarta. And while churning the butter, she sang about these activities in poetical form. This should be the practice of persons eager to remain Krishna conscious 24 hours a day. This incident shows how Krishna conscious Mother Yashoda was. To stay in Krishna consciousness, we should follow such persons. So Mother Yashoda, she's personally preparing the yogurt, the butter. But what is she doing?
He's singing,
singing, yeah,
singing, remembering,
Krishna
yeah,
in poetic form, like all activities.
the incidents, whatever, yeah.
Yeah, she's singing Krishna, whatever Krishna's pastimes, or he killed this demon, or he did this, he did that. So she's making that into songs, singing that song. So repeating the pastimes. What songs do we sing, huh? What songs are we repeating? And sometimes, I don't know if y'all have noticed, the song actually sticks to our head. The tune, the
Yes, yeah.
melody, the more we sing it, it just stays in our head.
Yeah.
So she is singing Krishna's pastime. She made it into a song. And Prabhupada is saying, then we should follow such persons to stay in Krishna consciousness. So she is doing her housework. She's very busy, but she's still singing about Krishna. So we also may be busy doing other things. And we can also sing about Krishna. We can sing Hare Krishna mantra or Krishna's pastimes. Mhm. Prabhupada has been saying, this mood of the Brajbasis, that they're always attached to hearing and they're so attached to Krishna. So then how can we follow? We get attached to hearing and chanting. Okay, so we'll continue tomorrow. Oh, wow. I think I'm going to struggle with this tomorrow. Anyway, we'll see that tomorrow. Okay, thank you all for listening and joining. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaur